set Tithely apart from the competition.
Fast track you into
Christians have such a power
and have the tools
to change the world.
A lot of change is coming to this area. Roads that used to be sand and dirt are now paved. There is upwards of 10, 20, 30,000 people that are coming to this area, and we've got to have our church ready.
Our website just was not very robust. It was bare minimum. We'd have links that said, go see our Facebook to see our events, go to YouTube to see our live streams, go to this PayPal link to give online.
They're having to change. They're having to get ready for what's coming.
So with the Hyundai plant coming, we know that that's going to bring in thousands of people. That's going to be brand new people that, whether they're coming from around the states or if they're coming from overseas, we know that they're going to be looking for a church to go to, a church to join, a church family.
And that's exactly why they had talked to me about coming. My wife had passed away a year ago, and my son and I were looking for a new chapter to turn the page. So as a pastor, what I'm trying to do is get them ready before the influx of people even get here.
We definitely had areas that needed more work.
Tithely has helped us facilitate making sure that we're transitioning into that next phase so that people have the opportunity to check us out. You can never cast aside the power of God leading, guiding, directing people to your church. But social media has literally taken the place of so much of the way that we used to do church.
Most people don't drive down to a church to go see what it's about. They're going to go online and they're going to Google search it. I mean, the online presence is just night and day to what it used to be as far as importance and value. So we just have to make sure that we have everything listed on there and that it's appealing, it's eye-catching, and it's got everything that they need to know about Olive Branch to make the decision to actually come out here. Our engagement keeps going up. That's another cool thing about Tithely is that it tracks all of that. So you can see how many people click on what things. All of those metrics are tracked. And now we have all the data in one area instead of having to put everything into like an access database by hand or having paper and pen like how we were doing it before. So if we need to message parents saying, hey, you need to have your kids here at a certain time, then we could just send out a bulk email or a text message and it goes to all the parents of the children. Maybe we need something to go to just the youth. We could just send a notification for our youth team, and it's just much easier to communicate with people. Me, as an admin, I can go in and I can see whatever I need to see, and then our clerk, she can go in and she can see the financial side of it. So the permissions of it really make it easy to give people access where they need to have access. So through the website, we're able to reach more people. And then also through the app, our members that use the app is growing.
I like to look at the announcements to see what we might have coming up for the week so I don't miss anything. I love that you can connect with your Sunday school class and you can talk about what you have coming up.
I use it for messages for my Sunday school. I'm connected with the youth group. I'm connected to the whole church as a whole.
And then also we use the app for signing up for different events. Instead of doing the old paper and pen permission slip, now our parents can go online onto the app and then just click a few buttons and sign them up.
As being a mom of a teenager, it makes it easy whenever you're busy to sign up on the app and pay, because I don't always have cash and I don't always have my checkbook, but I always have my phone with me.
It's all taken care of. It's just streamlined a lot of the process.
And it's a great way to pray. It's great because you can also put updates on your prayer requests, because a lot of times, you might wonder, how is this person doing?
We are seeing growth in our finances. Giving is up.
Our online giving has just exploded since we've integrated with Tithely.
When I put the app on there, all I had to do was sign into my Tithely and I can give quick and easy, just like that.
We even have 2 iPads out in the main lobby area, and we've got it set up to the app. So now whenever somebody comes by, they can give if they want to go ahead and give that way.
I'm watching people grow spiritually. I'm watching young people coming to Christ. An enthusiasm that needed to be an excitement, a vibrance. The power does come in prayer, but the power that can't be defeated, the strong, the wave, comes from unity. Tithely is making that opportunity for a church to be unified. We're together just as soon as that baby needs prayer. Our church knows it. That everybody is on the same page. Everybody can get the same message. Everybody is given to this project. They get this announcement. And together, that's building a hedge around your community, around your church, and around your families. And if you want to charge Tithely of being a big part of that, you sure can.
If you're going to run a church, you need Tithely. That's what I've found out.
Welcome.
I love our customers.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love that church, like full of faith.
So good, so good.
Oh, man, what a great intro. Welcome, everybody. We're here for Next.
Yes, what they found out is if you run a church, you need Tithely.
Amen.
That's a great close.
We've been saying that for many years now.
It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us live. We're on YouTube and
Twitter.
Your favorite X.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong and offend Elon.
It's a hard one to change, that one. But yeah, we're going to have a great day.
It's good, man. It's good. It's been a few months. It has been a few months, 4 months or so, 5 months since our last big product announcement. So we're excited to talk about a bunch of big things today.
The team has been working exceptionally hard. Engineering is like churning out so much good stuff. So we're going to talk about some of that today. What we've built, what's on the roadmap, some of the things that are coming, our big vision for the, we work in quarters when we start to think about, this product release and that product update. I would say the next 4 or 5 quarters are literally maybe going to be some of the most insane of our history.
You should pray for us because we need it right now.
Yeah. Come on, let's get our faith up, guys. We've got to join together as the body of Christ. And Lord, we come to you and we thank you. God, we know that the hope of the world is the local church. And so we pray together that the church will be strengthened and encouraged, that we will be full of faith like that pastor at Oak Grove Baptist Church. Lord, give us the wisdom and the insight to navigate through all the things that are going on in our communities right now. Lord, fill us with vision and love for people as we do your work every day, expanding your kingdom. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Good times, man.
Man, we got, thanks for joining us. Like Dean said, we got a big show. We also love to do giveaways. We are a generosity company and we try to be generous. So we've got 3 big giveaways. The first kind of pack of giveaways, we're going to tell you what they are now. You're going to join, you're going to be a part of the show and everything, and we're going to announce all the winners at the end.
Sounds good.
So you got to stick around till the end. The first giveaway is going to be 2 VIP tickets to what we are calling the Modern Church Leader Conference.
What is the Modern Church Leader Conference,
in
Frank?
Dallas, something we are very excited about. So we've been doing these product announcement live on YouTube, on X this year, but we've been doing these for a number of years now, right? So we do 2 or 3 of these a year, and we just thought it was time to evolve and do a bigger event. So we're doing a big user conference in Dallas.
Wow.
In October.
Yep.
And it is for you if you're a Tithely user, if you're a Breeze user, if you're an Elvanto user, if you use any of our products, come to the conference. We're also going to have some great speakers. So it is a user conference, but we're trying to bring some additional inspirational speakers. I think we've got a slide up. That's got some of the speakers up there. We got some great folks, great customers, great industry thought leaders, just great church folks. And there's a bunch more. That's just one slide. So I think, Justin, how many speakers do we have already? We've got over 40 speakers.
So it's a big few days.
Yeah, and there's tracks for everybody, right? If you're a Breeze customer, there will be content and tech tracks about Breeze delivered by Tithely folks, Breeze folks, as well as customers, users of the software, right? If you're a Tithely user, using church apps, using websites, anything, we're going to do tracks on all of it. So please come, please check it out. But the first, that was sort of a little announcement, as well as we're going to give away 2 VIP tickets that are about $500 in value each. The second winner, there are going to be 2 winners. We're going to give away $250 gift cards to Amazon. Everyone loves a good Amazon gift card. And the third bucket is 1 winner that is going to win the grand prize, which is an all-expense paid trip for 2 to the Modern Church Leader Conference. But this isn't just tickets, this is all expense paid. So
they get the hotel and everything?
Hotel, food, ticket, all the things. We're going to get you and your spouse and somebody else on your team. So 2 tickets, 2 all expense paid trips to Dallas for the conference. So we're pumped, man.
Yeah, one of our big goals is to really, we want to educate our users, our customers, so they use the product. The products are very deep. Yep. And we try to make them as simple as possible. and we achieve that a lot of the time. But some features, some of the things that you need to use require a little bit more in-depth understanding, so they're going to be terrific practical classes and breakouts for you to be experts.
You'll meet other users. You'll meet
Right.
other church administrators, IT people, finance people, tech people, communications people. You're going to meet other people that use the product that you use, so that you're kind of building the community, right? We've got our Facebook groups, but there's nothing like in person, right? So you get to know some people, you exchange phone numbers, now you're building this community. You know, maybe there's some other users where you live, right? Where you're located that you can connect with. So it should be a great user conference. Definitely check it out.
And we're filming the next at the conference.
Yes. We will do our next product announcement, and
Live
you know,
in the building.
We've got some things behind the scenes that we're working on that we are very hopeful to be able to talk about then, but we got a lot of work to do. So between now and October, we'll be working hard. We hope to see you there.
Amen. Okay, let's go to our first product video. We're going to talk about admin batch giving. We've had it for a long time.
Yep.
It's a widely used part of the Tithely suite.
And the whole first section is all on the finance tools. We have done a bunch of major updates to a number of the tools within the Tithely financial suite, admin batch giving being one of them, major overhaul. So I think Nico
Take it away.
is taking it away.
We're excited to show off our rebuilt admin batch giving experience that is coming very soon. We know that not all gifts are done digitally, and that churches still receive plenty of donations via cash and check. Tithely strives to be a hub to manage all of your church's giving, including gifts that aren't online. Because of that, we wanted to build a tool that allows you to easily and seamlessly record cash and check donations to your church. This rebuild modernizes the tool to function as a robust batching system, but also establishes a foundation that allows us to add support for future methods of recording physical donations. Getting started with admin batch giving is simple and requires you to only add a few details. Then you can jump into adding entries. There's even an option to enter loose cash donations in a batch. As we worked to rebuild admin batch giving, we made sure to chat with plenty of church admins to make sure we created a tool that meets your needs. Some of those features include the ability to wait to commit a batch until the money from that batch has been deposited into your church's account, the ability to have one batch entry for a donor with multiple amounts in funds, and a way for you to choose your donor from your list of people, or to create a new donor without having to leave the batch giving workflow. We also know it's important to churches that the details from your previous gift be carried over to the next. This means that the system will anticipate your next entry by using the data from your previous entry to populate fields. Plus, you have the option to choose and edit any entry to ensure total accuracy when recording your gifts. The intuitive, user-friendly interface of admin batch giving, alongside the powerful admin-focused features of the tool, ensure that effortless cash and check management is a reality. We can't wait for you to experience this new tool.
This is a big update.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't touched admin batch for a while.
A number of years. And you know, our first version of it was, you know, it did the job. You could enter cash and check and even process online gifts on behalf of a member. But it was pretty simple. It didn't let you put things into a batch. It didn't let you update a batch later on. And, you know, even some of the gift entry, the speed at which you could enter gifts and some of the details and the ways you could kind of look at a batch and all those kind of things, like, didn't exist.
Right.
So this is much more full-featured. It has the, you know, gift entry for checks and cash, but you can put them in a batch. A lot of churches want a batch for the week or for the Sunday service, or maybe they've got multiple service. They'll create a batch for every service. Like, there's different ways that churches want to do it, but the batch concept didn't exist.
Right.
And, you know, now it's way faster and cleaner to use.
You're going to hear us say the word fast a lot.
Yeah.
Because what we've been doing, getting things more feature-rich is one thing, but we're always thinking about speed. Because once these databases get big, they can become cumbersome. And we've been doing a ton of work behind the scenes. Frankly, really investing in our cloud services. We're on AWS cloud. and just really making sure we keep everything as snappy as we can to make it easy for the user.
Absolutely. Like, we know you're back there. It's Sunday night or Monday morning, and you're, cash and check. Although we think, or we know that more and more giving is becoming digital, cash and check giving is still happening. It's still a big part of church giving. And so you got counters maybe, or maybe it's one person on staff, it's Sunday night or it's Monday morning, you're entering in all those gifts in the system because you want one place to have all of that stored. Well, we want that to be easy for you. So we're on a mission to make it easier and easier and better, like more features, but simple still at the same time.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
Big update.
Speaking of checks, we had check scanning in the product
Yep.
for a long time. And we went ahead and we looked at some of the needs of not just our larger churches.
We talked to a lot of churches on both of these
Tons.
feature sets, like hundreds of churches we got feedback from.
And we're like digital guys, and we know, we're actually sitting in my son's church here in LA, and it's a fairly young church.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jake, how many checks you getting? He's like, checks?
What's a check?
But there is quite literally billions of dollars given every week to churches via check.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to take that experience and add some more feature sets around that.
Yep.
So we've got a pretty cool update to check scanning.
Today we are excited to show you our complete update to check scanning, which is built alongside of our admin batch giving product. Now, this is a whole new experience from start to finish. We cannot wait to show you all the improvements we've made. We've gone and incorporated the batching system from admin batch giving into check scanning, and we are using AI technology to read the details of your check and automatically assign the check to the correct donor. We wanted to make check scanning into a quick, simple, and thorough process. And we are now able to scan 100 checks at a time into this improved system. We have updated how batches are managed within check scanning. This means that you can scan multiple checks into the system for a certain location and date, while also tracking the total amount of money in the batch and the total number of checks. We've rebuilt the flow for designating checks so that when you scan a check, our system will attempt to detect the name, the amount, and the check number to associate these checks with the donors in your account. You can edit the details for each batch entry and in new donors within the flow. You can also split checks into multiple funds. Now, we've also added the ability for you to add a loose cash entry to include any cash donations you may have had that are not associated with donors. You'll also have the option to send email receipts to donors who've given within this batch when you commit your batch. These improvements represent a substantial lift for our check scanning feature, transforming it into a powerful tool that helps you manage donations more effectively. Now, we are so excited for you to experience this new and improved check scanning experience.
Such a great new experience.
Exactly. Lots of churches still, whether you're scanning or, processing 10 checks or 500 checks via a weekend.
And we have customers that do that.
We have customers on both ends, right? And obviously the churches that are doing, 50, 100, 200, 500 checks on a weekend, doing them one by one is a little cumbersome, right? So they use a check scanner. But you're kind of taking a check and you have to apply that to a person in the system. Right. So the check scanner's reading it, and then a human's got to go, okay, this is this person, and they wrote this fund in the memo line. Sometimes they write multiple funds,
right.
So they give $100, but it's like
split up
between 4 funds. And so we just built the system around all this feedback, and using some little bit of AI magic behind the scenes to read the check and process some of that information better than kind of your traditional methods of doing that. Mm-hmm. So again, we can make it easier for the administrative team, sometimes the volunteer team that's processing these checks, connecting to the donors into the system, making them part of the batch that you're trying to put together that's got all your checks, all your cash, and all your digital, and putting it together. So
pretty cool.
Just faster, faster, faster.
Yeah, we're talking about fast, and we're talking about AI. You're hearing us mention it. It's really machine learning around us trying to make things as intuitive and easy as possible, and using the AI to speed everything up, make everything more accurate, and just generally be a helping hand.
Make your lives easier.
Right.
And real quick, before we move on to the next section, anybody that's watching live right now, we really need you. If you're on YouTube or on X, give the video a like.
Yeah.
We want this to get spread to all the customers out there. Some people are watching it live. Some people will catch the recording, but go give the video a like on Facebook or X. Help us out.
Love it. Something brand new coming this spring is what we're calling pass-through donation recording.
We haven't come up with a good name. You might be able to help us.
There's conduit giving.
Pass-through giving,
external org
giving.
It's a thing, though.
It's a thing. It's a feature that churches need that we've not done a great job at delivering in the past, but we put a bunch of work into it. It's coming soon. We should show it, and then we can talk about it.
Take it away, Dave.
Dave's doing it again.
Big news for giving. We're excited to announce support for accepting donations through external organizations. Regardless of the size of your church, it is not uncommon to receive donations that aren't given directly by a donor. In these cases, the donation is received from an external organization and is often designated to be given on behalf of the donor. This type of giving includes scenarios like pass-through giving, and these gifts require extra considerations surrounding tax implications as well as contact information. While churches have found ways to track these types of donations in the past, this update will make it much easier to record and track donations that are given from a source other than a donor at your church. Our newly updated admin batch giving feature will begin supporting external organizations over the coming months. This will allow you to create external organizations within your Tithely account, which can be used to designate where a donation came from. Creating these external organizations in your account will allow you to assign key details, such as the external organization's type, its address, and even its primary contact. This will equip you with clear paths to search for donations made through that organization and to help you quickly find who to contact in the rare event when there is an issue with one of their donations. You can designate any entry within admin batch giving as coming from an external organization. If you do this, you will also be able to indicate whether or not the donation is a pass-through donation. This will allow Tithely to help your churches generate reports in the future and will also ensure that tax statements are issued correctly for either the external organization or for the donor directly. We know donations from external organizations can be critical in supporting the life and mission of your church, and we're thrilled about how support for these organizations will simplify workflows in admin batch giving and check scanning for gift entry, searching for gifts, and generating reports. We look forward to more big updates as we continue expanding what admin batch giving can do to support your church.
Use cases. I remember back in the day, I would have business people give personally, but they'd also give via their business, usually small business, might be a contractor or whatever. Now you can separate that gift out, record that separately, and it's just a whole lot more, efficient being able to track that.
I think the small business or just business donations. So it's like, you've got a church member. They're maybe, a high net worth kind of person. They've got a nice business, but they want to give via their business. Right. Because it's, they want to be generous. They want to give, but 100%. They also know doing it, via my business is just a better way to do it from a tax perspective or an income perspective or anything like that. So I think that's a great use case. I think a lot of churches that maybe have high net worth people, they maybe give via a DAF or give via their IRA or some other method where it's coming in to the church, not from the member, but from an external entity or organization. But you want to mark down that, it was Dean that gave the gift, right? But it was via, so now you can thank Dean, or you can send the email, or you can see him in service and give him a thank you, those kind of things. But then also it gets treated from tax perspective the right way in the system, right? So this allows churches just to manage that whole type of giving in a much better way.
Right. You wouldn't believe in the first quarter how much work goes into tax season.
Oh my gosh. Q1 is, well, you guys all know that actually, but we see it at scale. You all know how busy tax season is. Yeah. All the administrators, all the back office folks who are managing and producing tax statements and dealing with all of that, it's a big job. And we get to see it for 40,000 churches. So we get to see it at a mass scale,
Massive scale.
So we want to make tax season a breeze.
Yeah, our customer success people are like on high alert in January, February, and we nail it pretty good.
For all the CX people at Tithely watching, we love you.
Thank you. We love you. Okay, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and you've been hearing us talk about the new giving form, so we're going to delve in a little bit today and throw out a bit of a challenge.
Well, that was all back office stuff.
That's all back
right?
office.
Like we're doing a bunch of updates to the back office, but also the actual end user, the member, the donor giving form and giving app have received some big updates. So I think we're gonna
play the video.
Have a little video while we talk through the new giving form.
Absolutely. So a lot of churches have turned this on. In fact, if you're new to the platform in the last kind of 4-6 months, you automatically got this form.
Yep, that's right.
But you have to go turn it on.
Right. A few thousand of you have turned it on, right? And we can see it. We're watching this, right? Because I mean, we put a lot of work into major upgrades on this thing.
Exactly. So some things you'll notice about the form, it's highly customizable. You can go in and actually select the form, go in and you start editing, put in your church colors, multi-language support, of course. Yeah. But it's really, I think the magic there is the login and the way we've allowed, say, new people that want to give to actually create an account.
Yeah.
Just talk about that a little bit, because we don't want that to be an obstruction.
Yeah, like, you know, if you're new to the platform, or even if you've been around for a long time, right, you want your members to be able to go give very easily every single time, right? And oftentimes on the internet nowadays, you can log in or create an account with your social media accounts,
right.
your Google account or your Facebook account.
I do that all the time.
Or your Apple account, right?
Yeah.
You're starting to see those buttons be pretty pervasive on the internet when you're creating an account for a new platform. So now, when you're new to the Tithely giving experience, you can log in and create your account via those, they're called social sign-on, so you can create your account with one of those. You can kind of re-log in with them once you've created an account and you're coming back. Let's say you don't have a password, but you've kind of connected your Google account. You just come back right in with your Google account. Yep. Or if you forgot your login, didn't use your Google account or your Apple account or your Facebook account, you can log in with your phone number.
Right.
So you don't have to remember, we don't have to go through this arduous process of figuring out what your password is. We make it super easy for creating an account and for logging in and for forgetting your password, right? Which now people aren't calling you to figure out how to log in.
Password?
Exactly. Like, you know, it's reducing some of that burden, and it's just making it easier for the person that gave for that first time to come back and give a second time.
Bunch more security around that we built too. We have to be we're kind of vigilant when it comes to that whole thing.
Absolutely.
Making sure the data is secure. So we've upgraded all that. The other big thing about this update is that I can actually, as a donor, go and adjust my recurring giving. And I can change it, I can pause it, I can increase it, all from within this form.
Right, within the form. Yep. Donors have a little bit more capability there from editing recurring gifts. You kind of mentioned it, but you know, it's now multi-language.
Yeah.
So Spanish and French are both kind of built in, and we're adding more languages to it. So really, we're kind of going back to this because we want you to go turn it on. So very quick before we get to the next segment, go turn it on. And we want to incentivize everybody to go do this because, again, we've got a few thousand people that have turned it on, but we have many thousands of churches of you guys who haven't turned it on yet. We want you guys to do that. We don't want to force it on for you kind of thing. So for 5 of you who turn it on, we're going to go pick this randomly, and we're going to have to wait till Monday because we need you to turn it on today or tomorrow or Saturday before Sunday service. Turn it on. Make sure it's live on your website. Make sure it's live in your mobile app. Make sure if you have slides on screen that people are taking to the new giving form. And we're going to pick 5 of you, and we are going to give you $1,000. So $1,000
to try the new form
for 5 customers to turn it on.
Turn it on.
And have it live on your church website, in your announcements on Sunday. Get it live. We're going to pick 5 of you randomly because we can see everybody who activates it. We're going to pick 5 random who have giving coming through the form on Monday, and we'll reach out to you if you're a winner.
And it just works so much better.
You want to use it.
You want to use it.
We're just trying to get everyone to take this step, right? Because we know doing things sometimes is a little bit painful to change, to do something new. But it really is going to be beneficial for your church. Amen. So definitely turn it on.
Okay, let's talk giving app, new giving app. Dave Fletcher, take it away.
I'm excited to introduce to you a long-awaited update to one of our most important giving products, our new giving app for iOS. We are modernizing our giving app experience to provide an easy, secure, and convenient mobile giving solution for your church members. We're updating the giving app to function flawlessly with our new giving form, offering your members a whole new way to manage their giving directly from their phones. Now, this is a complete refresh of our original app, incorporating user-friendly features, improved security, and an updated design. Not only is it beautiful, it's also fun and easy to use. With this rebuild, donors can now carry out a range of important tasks, including finding their church, setting up donations, managing payment methods, and creating recurring donations, all within the app. Additionally, they can easily access and manage their giving accounts and view their giving history. This puts all the control in your donor's hands, meaning you're going to spend less time fielding questions about the administrative process that a donor might experience, or maybe you're troubleshooting issues that your donors have previously struggled to fix themselves. Plus, creating an account and logging into the Giving app is easy and secure for donors, as they can log in without a password now, just by verifying their email or phone number. Now, for churches that don't have a custom standalone app, our Giving app provides a valuable all-in-one option that you can offer to your members. It's completely free and included with every Tithely Giving account. The rebuilt Giving app offers a clean, intuitive, modern experience that demonstrates our commitment to staying at the forefront of online giving technology and user security. The Giving app is a powerful tool that allows you to provide a superior giving experience for your members and will help empower them to contribute meaningfully to the support and well-being of your church and God's kingdom. Thank you so much for being a part of Tithely. We'll be bringing the Giving app to you soon, and we absolutely cannot wait for you to see it.
So the reason, we've been talking about this app for a while.
We have not updated the Giving app in quite some time.
Correct. And so we had to get the new giving form in the wild.
Right.
We had to get thousands of people testing it and making it nice and strong, making sure it could handle the big burden of the hundreds of thousands of donations coming every week. But we feel great about the form, hence that's why we want you to sign up. And there's a bonus on this new form around ACH.
Giving form and the Giving app.
Right.
Payment methods. And we should also hit that Apple Pay, Google Pay, those kind of payment methods are all built in, work great, make the giving experience even easier.
Right.
But also when you give via your bank account, right? So ACH giving, which a lot of church members do, it's a bit more cost effective. People don't want to use their credit cards, those kinds of things. So we support ACH giving via your bank account. But ACH is the thing that takes the longest to get deposited into the church's bank account because the banking system is a bit wonky.
And there's no Visa or MasterCard, kind of covering the transaction. So the bank literally has to see the money in this bank account, and then they're going to pull it up to 8-9 business days.
Depending. If it's a small regional bank,
could be longer.
It just takes time. Whereas maybe if you're a Chase or a Wells, right, it's going to be a little bit faster. But in general, it's 5 to 7 business days. And churches don't love that because we realize you guys need your money as fast as you can. And we want to get it to you as fast as you can. And the Giving Form and Giving app, now with the new ACH, it comes in 2 business days.
Right. It's such a game changer. We love churches to use ACH. It's cost effective. But now with all the updates that we've done, that money that we want to get to you as soon as we can now comes in 2 business days. Unless there's a bank holiday, poor support people, you have a bank holiday on a Monday. It's like, where's our money? It's like the banks are on holiday, literally.
Yeah.
But it comes much faster now.
You got to turn on the new Giving Form, and we'll launch the new Giving app here shortly. So you guys got to be using those things to benefit from the new faster deposits, new ACH, as well as all the other features that we talked about.
Love it. Love that new stuff. Okay. Going to switch gears a little bit.
We got another customer story.
Oh, cool.
Right? So we are going to switch gears. That was all the financial updates. We're going to jump over to the church management products and talk about a bunch of updates we've done there. But we got another great customer story first.
Set Tithely apart from the competition.
Fast track you into
Christians have such a power
and have the tools
to change the world.
We have over 130 volunteers.
I mean, it's like the whole church turns out to help. Our ushers, our greeters,
Church ministry, safety,
Sunday school teachers,
follow-up ministry,
sound guys,
media, choir.
When I first came, everything was still done by paper and pencil.
Everything was just physical.
It's cluttered. You've got all these papers and you've got all these notebooks. I try to go from the pencil and paper to spreadsheets, but again, you're still doing the same thing.
Who's on computer, who's on the mixer, who's on cameras.
How do you keep track of those?
I think we came across Breeze when we were first entertaining the idea of a CHMS. Before Breeze, we had, a program for this aspect. We had a software for this over here. And so being able to consolidate all of that into one system is huge.
As the church is growing, obviously you have that many more people you're trying to follow up with. When visitors come, we really try to get them connected with somebody in the church, visiting them, trying to get them into a class or something that they're going to be at. So with Breeze, they just check them in. When you send a follow-up form, whoever receives it then is able to have all that information right there. One person's not having to compile all that information. Now Breeze does that for you because it's all right there in the system. As we get the connection cards, we designate what class they're supposed to be in, and that way that information is right there for the teacher. Their phone number, their address, their email address is right there in the system.
Probably one of the biggest things helped consolidate is on the volunteer side. 130 plus people They're volunteering in multiple ministries, so being able to have it all in one system to where if I'm scheduling John to be in the sound room, Breeze is already looking at, hey, sorry, he's already scheduled to be a greeter on that same date at that same time. Don't schedule him there.
We usually get email confirmation and a text message from the Breeze app.
You can go on there and see what schedule, what services and days you're on. And the day before the service, you can actually accept that you're going to be there the next day. Or if you're not going to make it, then you can decline. That way we can try to find coverage for the person who can fill in that spot for you.
Just being able to see that in a moment's notice saves so much time. It eliminates confusion, that awkwardness of, I'm already serving here, which ministry do I go to? If something comes up, I can just text a specific group in that ministry. So do I need to text my Sunday school guys? Do I need to text my Sunday night guys, my Wednesday night guys? I don't have to have a separate app or method of communication for that.
If there's any announcements or anything, that's how I get a hold of my nursery workers. I email them or text them through the Breeze app, through the nursery workers tag.
Breeze is always kept up to date. So when in doubt, go to Breeze and you'll find out when you're serving, what time, any specifics.
On Monday, I'm sent a report that tells me who is missing. And that way, if we see, hey, somebody's missing 2 or 3 weeks, that really causes us to find out what's going on with them. It helps us to be able to connect with them again.
Just being able to have that one central source where anything people related is in one central spot. So beforehand, we were reliant on every class checking in their own kids basically on their own devices. And as a result, you've got 20, 30 kids coming in. You're trying to corral them all. They're loud. You're trying to get stuff set up. And being able to have one central place, parents can just come, drop off the bags, and just being able to check them in there. They get a tag printed off. One goes to the parent, one goes on the child, one goes on the child's backpack. And the teachers aren't having to worry about checking them in, so that they can concentrate more on their class and really helping them at a young age grow in the Lord and not have to worry about the technology side of things.
We're able to get a lot done through the whole Tithely Breeze church management software format. Before people ever come to a church, they're checking out the website and they're checking you out online.
Tithely was built for churches in mind. The service that we were using before, there was very few things that we could edit on our own. It just wasn't very intuitive.
And obviously, if we're representing Christ, we should want things to look good. We want people to know that, hey, Christ is worth it. Make sure that everything looks well and professional is something that Tithely helps us to do. For us to be able to put all those things together by ourselves, number one, the cost would be astronomical. And then the time it would take, you'd have to have a whole staff just to be able to do those things.
The online giving was a huge thing. I'd say it's well past 50% of our church will do something on the transactional side through Breeze.
There's multiple ways if you want to give other than just offering, whether it's to the church or whether it's to another project. You can also give for the missionaries as well. They come out of your checking account. It's like a cashless transaction.
There's really not a lot Breeze doesn't do. It just makes it all readily available. It just really streamlines the whole process.
It's the perfect digital church assistant.
We want people to grow in their personal walk with Jesus Christ so that they're able to take what they have learned about the Word of God and pass that on to somebody else. And so if our people are growing in their relationship with Christ and they start reaching out to others at work, in their neighborhood, that's what's really going to reach our community. Breeze and Tithely coming alongside of that really helps to keep everything together.
Being able to spend more time with the individual instead of having to worry about, okay, we've had this great class, now we have all this paperwork to deal with. And so being able to have a phenomenal digital tool in a digital age to aid in that, I just think is, at this point in our church, and I think at this point in our culture, is invaluable.
What a great case study.
Yeah.
In like using the product to its full.
Yep.
And seeing all the benefits.
Kids check-in, apps,
all the things.
Giving, member management, pastoral care, right? Checking up on people, knowing what's going on. Like using software to help you be a better pastor, better church leader, better church staff person, you know? Yep. Like it's
what it's all about.
It's so good watching these stories. I love it.
Okay, just a reminder, tithelygives.com. Go and register and get eligible for the giveaways.
Yeah,
today.
go to tithelygives.com, tithelygives.com, tithelygives.com. Do it now. Make sure you're eligible to win some of the prizes.
Yeah, 100%. And do some, YouTube, X, Facebook shares. That's great. Just helps us get the word out more and more. Switching gears a little bit, staying within Breeze, you're going to start to see a theme here as we show you these next few videos. And so we've got some pretty exciting news about custom mobile apps for Breeze customers. Take it away.
Tithely Sites isn't the only extension we're adding to Breeze. I'm super excited to give you a sneak peek of our new Tithely Church Apps extension in Breeze. This extension combines the power of Tithely and Breeze to help you better engage with your community. With Tithely, creating a church app has never been easier. The Tithely Church App platform was created to be a digital extension of your ministry to the community you've worked so hard to build and serve. Enable members to take interactive sermon notes, listen to messages on the go, check the prayer list, engage with your real-time church news feed, give a donation, and much more. Our Tithely Church App platform was created to help churches by offering an all-in-one, easy-to-use mobile app that's custom to your church, and even launched in the app stores under your church's name. The best part? Once your app is built, you can easily edit and modify it yourself using our user-friendly drag-and-drop layout editor. Church Apps has been a part of our Tithely product suite for years, but soon, Breeze admins will easily be able to sign up for Tithely Church Apps directly in Breeze. Even better, you'll be able to effortlessly switch between Breeze and Church Apps, ensuring your church apps management and church engagement is right at your fingertips. By using our Tithely Church Apps extension for Breeze, you're not only improving your church's mobile engagement, but you're also providing a seamless, user-friendly experience for your community.
So coming in later in the year, not too far, is going to be this incredible experience. If you have Breeze HMS and all the things that are inside that, connected to a custom mobile app where the member can literally go and update their profile, make sure their phone number is correct. Like, gone are the days where, people have to call in and give you some change of address. It's all going to be...
You got the address from, 3 homes ago, and you got the wrong email that they stopped using 2 years ago. And,
right.
It's like the data that all of us as church leaders want to have accurate so that we can communicate with our members. I think the key thing with church apps that we've always believed is, churches get, an hour, 2 hours, a handful of hours on the weekend or throughout the week to engage with their members, but the church app helps you engage with your members digitally all week long, right? So the church app product lets you bring in your sermons, have the prayer wall, have small group engagement, like all of your content can be brought into your calendar so they know what's going on. So all of that, and then you send push notifications so you can communicate with your church. So you're trying to, use the mobile app to engage your church outside of your weekend services, right? And we know as a Breeze customer, having all that in the same platform, having the same billing, having the same login, all of those little things make it easier for you to take advantage of that product. So this is only phase 1, right, of bringing that product into the Breeze world.
Working on it now.
And we're doing more and more. Like, it will, just like you're going to see with some other products we're going to talk about in a minute, right? There's phase 1, but you'll see phase 2 and phase 3 and on. We continue to develop, but church apps come in the Breeze way, and also Tithely Sites come in that way. I think that's... Oh no, we have App Builder next.
This thing I didn't believe. Like, the team came and said, hey, we've got this idea. We want you to be able to take the URL of your website, put it in this little widget, and we build a custom app for you. I'm like, no way, that doesn't exist. They're like, Dean, we can make it happen.
And then AI appeared on the scene.
And made it all happen.
And made it all.
Take it away, Nico.
We are excited to share with you an upcoming update for our church apps, our brand new automatic app builder. Currently, our custom church apps are easy to update simply by dragging and dropping features and content that you want into your app. Churches love being able to make changes on the fly without needing to be an app developer. However, the current process to build a church app for the first time can be tedious and lengthy, requiring users to give us a link to their website, answer questions in a form that feels never-ending, and then wait several days for our in-house team to build out their app. Now, don't get me wrong, we love building apps for churches, but we want to make the experience for customers as easy as possible. So we did just that. The revolutionary automatic app builder aims to change the game in the church app space and even the tech world as a whole. With this new feature, you simply enter your church website link and logo, choose a modern app layout, and voila. Your app is built automatically in less than a minute. Yes, you heard that right. You can have a church app ready to launch in minutes. So, how is this possible? Well, using your church website and a little Tithely technical magic, we will put together an app for your church that has all the right information and even matches your church's branding. Gone are the days of filling out forms, answering questionnaires, and even waiting days or even weeks for a fully functional church app. If you have a church website, you can have a Tithely app today. With a church app, you can enable members to take interactive sermon notes, give to the church right from the app, group message for easy communication and volunteering, listen to messages on the go, access small group material, check the prayer list, engage your real-time church newsfeed, and much more. Creating a church app has truly never been easier.
So coming real soon,
Love it.
is this incredible AI's tucked in the back here for us to be going scrape and look at your website, start building, probably 85, 90% done.
Yeah. We're going to get the big
things
done, right? So that you can go in and just do the tidying up, right?
Mhm.
Clean it up, organize.
We have a great apps team that builds apps. We've built thousands of them.
Yeah.
And I think about Carly, who's like one of our longtime employees. She loves getting in there, working with churches and building these apps. Well, this is just going to make it faster and get us kind of 90% of the way, so then we can tweak it up and make sure it's exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal thing.
I mean, guys, you got to check it out. If you don't already have a Tithely Church app, whether you're a current Tithely customer or a Breeze customer, or you're just watching, kind of checking out what's going on, I mean, you got to check out the app's product. It's a really powerful tool to engage your members outside of the weekend, right? Outside of the in-person meetings, use the app. And like the churches that do it well, that use the prayer wall and use sermon notes and put the sermons in there and then have the outline so the members can use it on the weekend. And then they put the small group study questions in there and they really use the app well. Put all the sermons in there so people can listen to it on the go when they're going to work or going for a run.
Right.
Like those churches have amazing engagement.
10 times.
But you got to use it well.
And
right?
you got to commit to, making the app up to date, have all the things, all the features and stuff that we've built, get them all working in there. It's a little bit of work, but the payoff is huge.
Yep.
Because you literally can 10 times the engagement with your church membership, which is what church leaders want.
Right.
You get that 90 minutes, 2 hours on a Sunday, and then maybe they come to a small group, maybe they're, serving on a team. You can literally interact with what's going on in the church 24/7.
Yeah. Great tool.
Okay, so that's some stuff around apps that's coming to, remember we're talking about Breeze customers. We have nearly 11,000 of you using that product every single day. But we wanted to get a quick win. And so we're going to show you an extension that's available. We've been onboarding about 100 customers, making sure it works great. But we've got a video here for you from Savannah. Take it away, Savannah.
Today, I'm excited to share some big news that will take your church's online presence to the next level. Our team has been working hard to make management and engagement easier than ever, and we're thrilled to show you the new Tithely Sites Breeze extension. Tithely Sites is the easiest way for your church to create stunning websites. Now, Breeze customers can supercharge their church's online presence by adding sites to their toolkit. Getting started is simple. Just head over to the extension area in your Breeze account, select sites, and with just a few clicks, you'll be ready to go. Our user-friendly website builder will amaze you. Creating a great custom church website has never been this easy. Using blocks and block elements, you'll be able to customize your website to match your church's unique style, all without any technical know-how. And that's not all. With Tithely Sites, you'll have access to a sermon media player, an events calendar, an easy way for visitors to plan their visit, a contact form, a Tithely giving integration, and so much more. Every site comes with unlimited storage and unlimited users. And Tithely Sites makes SEO and mobile optimization easy and automatic. And for Breeze users, this is where the magic really happens. Once you've set up your site's extension, you can access it directly from your Breeze dashboard. Yeah, you heard that right. With just one click, you can seamlessly jump from Breeze to Tithely Sites and back, making managing your church's online presence a breeze. Some early access Breeze customers have already got a chance to sign up for the new Tithely Sites extension, and they've been able to launch their new sites quickly. Here's just a few snapshots of their incredible looking new sites. Breeze family, we can't wait for you to try out Tithely Sites and see how easy it is to create a stunning website for your church. Thank you for choosing Breeze as your partner in church management and engagement.
I would say one of our missions is to ban junky church websites.
No more bad church websites.
I mean, come on.
We've seen thousands
We've
of them.
seen a few shockers.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing about our sites products, very simple, very easy, beautiful, elegant, modern. But now, inside of Breeze, I hit extensions, I hit sites, that triggers a whole bunch of stuff. And we
one
get
login,
to building
one billing system.
all in one spot.
We're getting some of the basics in place, right? We want to make it easier and easier to use these products together. Some of the steps are single sign-on, one login, one bill, those kind of things, right? That helps it all be easier. And then also the data, right? Your calendar being in your church website, your members being able to update profiles, all those kind of things matter, right? So all of that stuff is coming. And we've got close to 100 customers
in beta
already in the kind of beta program giving us feedback.
Yeah, so we're going to unlock it for everyone here in a minute. And just remember, our philosophy, and we're not making this stuff up, we know it because we see reams, thousands of churches' data. Websites, front door. I think someone said it in one of the videos. Before someone comes to your church, they're going to go to your website.
Yeah, they're going to check out the vibe and listen to a sermon and see what's going on with kids ministries.
And if you don't have a great presentation front door to people that are looking for your church, it's kind of a bad first step.
Right. And
so
your website's the front door.
The website's the first thing they're going to look at.
And your app is
for members.
For members.
So that's how we think. Website, beautiful, front door in, I can come, I can window shop, I can check around, and then we build these powerful custom apps for you to engage with your members 24/7.
All right, but that's not it.
Oh my gosh, this keeps coming.
We released, again, about 11,000 churches are on Breeze. One of the big feature sets, they manage groups and volunteers and members and contributions and small groups and all the things, kids check-in. But every church plans a weekend service. They plan their Sunday service.
Either on a sticky note.
And yeah, right. Churches are still doing it on sticky notes or Excel spreadsheets or Microsoft Word documents.
Right.
Or just sheets of paper.
Right.
And, that's how they organize, who's going to do a welcome and who's going to do communion and who's preaching.
Who's singing what.
Who's the worship team. And they're just organizing it in an old school, old-fashioned kind of ad hoc way, right? So we knew that we needed to build that into Breeze. Phase 1 launched, 4 or 5 months ago.
I think we have hundreds and hundreds of churches. Yeah.
There's
using it every week.
a few thousand that have kind of come in, checked it out, done a little bit with it, and there's close to 1,000 that are kind of they're using it every week, right? But we knew there needed to be some more features. Yes. So here's phase 2 of service planning in Breeze. Savannah's going to take it away again.
We are ecstatic to show you some major updates our team is bringing to Breeze's service planning feature. We've been hard at work to bring you a comprehensive tool that goes beyond simply planning the order of your service, but empowers your worship team to prepare for an incredible Sunday morning, all within Breeze. The next update to service planning brings a song library, song select integration, setlist view, and a worship app to Breeze. Let's dive in. The new song library is a central part of service planning. Now you can seamlessly integrate music planning directly into your service plans. No need for external storage services like Dropbox or Google Drive. Store all your music directly in the Breeze Song Library. Enhance organization by adding themes, instruments used, and attaching links or files for easy access and rehearsal. Adding songs to your library is simple. You can do it manually or through the Song Select integration. To use the Song Select integration, Simply connect your Song Select and Breeze accounts on the extensions page. You'll then be able to access Song Select's full library of songs and import lyrics and chord charts all without leaving Breeze. We're so excited to bring you this long-awaited integration that will save your worship team time and energy. Have a song not in the Song Select library? Easily add your own songs to the Breeze Song Library, ensuring all your church's music is stored together and accessible. With the new setlist view, your worship team can filter the service plan to focus solely on the songs, making it easy for them to see their part of the service at a glance. Last but certainly not least, we're thrilled to introduce the upcoming Breeze Worship app, designed to elevate your music management experience. The Worship app integrates seamlessly with Breeze Service Planning and Song Library, allowing worship leaders to create, assign, and share set lists easily. Team members can view, rehearse, and perform set lists directly from the app, taking notes and annotating as needed. The best part? Music in your Breeze Song Library instantly syncs across Breeze and the Worship app. Plus, you can create set lists connected to a Breeze event or set list drafts not tied to an event. The Breeze Worship app and the next update to service planning is a game changer for your worship team organization. You can expect these updates to roll out later this summer.
There's a lot to love about Breeze Service Planning. A user-friendly interface, CCLI Song Select integration, and customizable orchestration. We chose Breeze for budgeting reasons. No per-user charges means you can expand your worship team and their access to the planner. Couple that with the company's ongoing commitment to innovation, and your service planning will be a breeze.
We switched from using Google Docs and shared spreadsheets and keeping track of things that way to using Breeze's service planner, in part because it is already all encompassed. We already use Breeze for all the other things in managing our church and our services, and so it just became very easy to drag and drop and rearrange the order of the service as we added items. It became far easier to attach all the different music, chords, piano, lead, even announcement sheets. We were able to keep everything housed in one place, so we did love that feature, and that's one of the reasons that we continue to use it and would tell other people, hey, you should try it out.
I love we invested
so good
in this product.
Yes. Song library, CCLI integration.
Separate worship app.
Yeah, native iOS worship app. Tons of little minor other tweaks and details that were added based on a bunch. I mean, the team has put a lot of work into getting this right for customers. Met on Zoom
many customers
getting real feedback.
We spent months mapping this out, which we do for all of our products. We don't just start building things. We're like, we want to listen, we want to hear, we see a need, we see a gap, we see, oh, you're spending this amount of money over there for a third-party product. Why don't we build it in here where all your data is?
You already have your volunteers here.
Already sorted.
You're already used to it. You're logging in. You're already paying for it. Why don't we make it easy for you to do it all right here?
So I think this is going to be a very highly used product within Breeze. And if you don't plan your services using software today,
if you're using Microsoft Word, or Google Docs,
try this.
Give it a shot.
And then you may be on a competitor. That's fine. So a third party, that's fine. But I'd get in here and start playing with it, and I think you're going to find that what we've built there is pretty special. And I think, again, it's time-saving. It's going to make your job easier.
There's some great tools out there. So it's more about if you're on Breeze for, 90% of the rest of your church management, service planning is definitely for you. You're in one system. Your volunteers are there. It's one login. It's one bill. It's all the things, right? So hopefully it makes things a little more efficient and fast, simple for you, saves you a little bit of money, get you all on one platform kind of thing. And dude, there's also some cool stuff coming next, right? There's a phase 3 already in the works that's being kind of mapped out. One I'll preview for all the churches that have multiple services, or they want to look at their service over the course of a month and kind of look at a month view. Right. So this kind of grid layout is being worked on and coming soon. So there's just a lot of effort in getting this one right and doing it well.
All right, we're coming down the home stretch here on Breeze. We've got a few more things to do. Hang in there. Make sure you go and register to win, all that good stuff.
Tithelygives.com.
And but we want this is a fun project. This we'll tell you in a minute, but we updated the admin app for Breeze. So take it away.
The admin mobile app.
Take it away, Nico.
I'm so excited to share updates to our Breeze mobile app. We've been listening to your feedback, and I'm thrilled to share that we've addressed some common issues users were facing to ensure a much smoother experience. First, let's tackle the painfully slow typing experience. Many of you have described waiting for a full second or more between tapping keys on the keyboard. In our latest update, we've significantly improved the typing responsiveness, meaning faster and more accurate input. Another frustration we know some of you encountered was touch recognition. Sometimes you'd have to tap an item multiple times before it recognized your action. With this update, we've enhanced the touch responsiveness, ensuring more reliable and accurate tap detection. Navigating between pages in the app was also an area we wanted to improve. In the past, transitions could be slow, with no visible loading indicator. This led to a feeling of the app being frozen. Now we've optimized the page navigation, making it faster and more responsive. And we've added loading indicators to provide clear feedback of a page's status. Lastly, we addressed the issue of some pages unnecessarily kicking you out of the app and attempting to load in Safari. This was a disruptive experience, breaking the flow of the app. We've made changes to keep you in the Breeze mobile app, providing a seamless and consistent experience. In short, we've made major strides in improving the typing experience, touch recognition, page navigation, and overall reliability of the Breeze mobile app. We are confident these updates will greatly enhance your experience.
Let's talk about who is going to benefit from this. Like, if you're an administrator in Breeze, you're at a PC, you're doing a lot of kind of work. Where I see this being very powerful is for pastors in the church. So if they haven't got a log on, this is a reason to get them a log in, and then they can access every single member in the database and communicate right there in one app. I wanted that like 20 years ago, and it didn't exist.
It's so simple.
So simple.
So I think the pastors use it that way, but also a lot of Breeze administrative folks want to use the mobile app. They because they're at their desk maybe during the week, but maybe on the weekend during church,
want to update some stuff.
Or they're out on the run and they need to make an update. They need to get into Breeze, and we're very sorry because it was clunky and slow and all the things. And it's just one of those tools where we have so many resources and so much time to get to it. We're doing a lot of things, and this one just hadn't been touched for a while. So we knew we needed to get to it. Great guy on the team, put his head down and did some great work.
Was that Corey?
That was Corey.
He's just like, I can fix this.
He went after it.
It was like a little side project for him.
And he killed it.
He did.
So, you got to go do the update in the app stores, but it should be much faster, much more responsive, much less buggy, not crashing, all the things that we feel sort of like embarrassed about, but we know it's a very useful tool. So we hope you guys get a lot of joy and benefit out of using the new Breeze admin mobile app. So go grab it today.
Love it, love it. Okay, we are coming down the home stretch. Got some phenomenal news for our Elvanto customers. Elvanto is our kind of global, worldwide,
multi-campus, international.
50 countries using
it in 50
Elvanto.
countries. Yeah, definitely like larger congregations have multi-campus kind of things, bigger reporting needs. A lot of times also just more churches that are a little bit more tech savvy that want more configurable, customizable type of things in the software.
So we've got a terrific update. Take it away, Savannah.
Here's an exciting update about Elvanto's People Beta. Let's talk first about why we needed to make improvements and what you can expect from the new and improved People Beta. First, Elvanto was founded in 2010, which means we've been supporting users for 14 years. This is incredible, but it means parts of our system are built on old code that we eventually want to upgrade. The people area is one area we are building out with new and improved code. While the current people experience still works well for small to medium churches, Our larger churches are starting to experience delays as their databases grow. We want Elvanto to scale with the largest of our churches. So we spent the last year rebuilding the back end so that even the largest churches in Elvanto can experience a delay-free Elvanto. Soon, everyone will get to enjoy the People Beta experience and feel the effects of the faster load time with the new code. But before we made People Beta the default People experience, we wanted to be sure that it had everything you love about our current People experience. So we kept what works, like the table view, but we hid the filters and views away in a pop-out and added filter badges that are easy to get rid of when you're done with them. And we've made tweaks here and there to give you a cleaner look with larger profile pictures so that you can easily sift through your data. We're thrilled to bring you these improvements to People Beta and excited to be making smart updates to Elvanto's backend so it continues to be a fast and stress-free tool for your church.
We love our Elvanto customers. We love that product.
This is the core part of the product, right? Like managing the contacts, the members in the database.
Right.
Being able to, easily access things, see all the data you want, search for things, use tags, just all of the interaction around a profile, like finding people, looking at people, all that. It's massive. And it was, Savannah even said it, 14, 15 years. We have thousands of customers using the product. More and more data goes into this thing every single day.
Right.
So, it was starting to slow down. So we did a bunch of speed improvements and a bunch of UI improvements. So the front end people management just got a major overhaul. So jump into the beta. We still have it in beta because we want to get real users in there. We want to get your feedback. We want to hear from you guys, and we want people in it. So jump into the beta, log in, go into the people section, and activate the beta.
One of the things we did in Tithely People and we did it in Breeze, we've just done in Elvanto. Yep. So watch this video. Some pretty cool new features come on your way.
Exciting news for Elvanto customers. We're soon bringing the magic of drag and drop email building to Elvanto. This powerful tool located in our templates area gives you the flexibility to create visually engaging and highly informative emails for your church. With just a click of a button, you can choose between our drag and drop email editor or our regular editor in our existing emails and letters area. When you select the drag and drop editor, you gain access to multiple template options, including our extensive library of preloaded templates you've created, or even the ability to start from scratch. One of the standout features of our new editor is our smart functionality powered by AI. With these intelligent tools, you'll receive tailored suggestions for titles that perfectly align with the theme of your email. And you can quickly review and enhance the spelling and grammar throughout your message. But the smart functionality doesn't stop there. Our smart text feature allows you to generate a summary version of your email, expand on your message, rephrase your content, or even adjust the tone to create a more friendly or formal voice. These tools are built to make it easier and quicker for you to build email newsletters and other communications for your church. The new editor empowers you to incorporate headers, text, images, buttons, custom HTML, and much more, granting you endless creative possibilities. With this powerful tool, you can create highly engaging messages that resonate with your church community. The best part is that you can create your newly created templates anywhere that Elvanto's contact button gives a template option, including in our groups and events area. We're confident that this new email editor will greatly improve your communication experience in Elvanto.
You know what I love about this is that most churches are sending out some kind of email newsletter.
The Sunday or the Monday newsletter, and right? It's very common.
And if you are not doing that, you should do that because it's a great way to bring updates, let people know what's going on. Email, if done correctly, can be really powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. Every church on the planet, I think, should be sending the Sunday evening or the Monday morning weekly newsletter.
Right.
It's a super...
Yep. Giving link.
You do it every week, and maybe it's got the past week's sermon. It's got any, if you're doing any kind of missions or programs or things that are happening on the church calendar that are important kind of at that period. it's obviously got the giving link, or if you're doing a building fund or a missions thing, or, you've got kind of that promo in there. It's got the calendar.
Right.
It just has like, hey, church, here's the thing. Like, you should be sending that. If you're not, please start sending that email and use Elvanto or Breeze. They both have this great tool set.
Yeah, you're in the communication business. If you're in a church admin or a church leadership, and it's constantly about using these tools. So we built this in. It's free.
Part of the tool comes with a little AI copywriting, right? So just to help the church admin, or the comms person
Write me
that's writing
a Sunday
email.
bulletin for Easter.
Yeah,
give
me a better subject line. Give me a better intro about this thing. Just a little bit to help the copywriting. We all know that copywriting can be. Some people love it. Some people think it's just a pain. So, a little AI copywriting built in, and just great email. Like WYSIWYG, drag and drop, making it easy for everybody. And if you weren't already using Elvanto kind of basic email to do this, and you're using a third party, now you can do it all in one platform.
And the library, we have thousands and thousands of images. You can just go link to, search, and go and grab it and insert them right in newsletter.
Easy.
Or your own.
Yeah, that's
phenomenal.
Right.
All right, mate. We've got a couple of giveaways before we wrap up.
We got to do the giveaways.
You've got the list, I think.
Yeah, let's do this.
Frank's watching the live stream on Twitter at the same time as we're doing.
Well, we did it for the first time on Twitter. You were like, we got to, or on X.
X.
So Dean's like, we got to.
I'm like, we got to be on X,
and so we do it on X.
There's a couple thousand people watching.
We got more people watching on X than on YouTube. That's actually pretty shocking.
That is pretty cool.
That's a wrap on all the updates. So please, check them out. Right, like go to the Tithely website, log into your account, hit the little chat bubble if you have questions. The team will be on standby. If you want to check out Breeze and you're not already using Breeze, we've got a 14-day free trial running right now. So, if you're not already using Breeze and you want to check it out, just go create an account, use the 14-day trial, kick the tires, give us your feedback, let us know what you think. But hopefully it's awesome, and we'd love your feedback on the product. So, giveaways.
Here we go.
We had kind of 3 buckets, I guess. So let's start with the grand prize. The grand prize, all expense paid trip to the MCL conference in Dallas.
Irving, Texas.
In Texas is Kathy Slezor at Emmanuel Berry Church.
Slezor?
It's just so hard saying last names sometimes.
I know. We'll find you.
Kathy at Emmanuel Berry Church.
All expenses
paid.
To Dallas, to MCL. Get to meet us, get to hang out. I was in Dallas on Monday, actually.
A bunch of the speakers, we're going to organize some cool things with the speakers to get, backstage, behind the scenes, all that kind of, we're going to make it fun for the VIP crew.
The Irving Convention Center is beautiful. We've got a couple of hotels all booked up. You can literally walk across the road. There's a bunch of the Tithely team are going to be there. It's going to be I can't wait to meet, when we do the one-off dinners?
Yeah.
And I think we did one in Dallas last month. I love going to those because we get to meet our customers.
Yeah, meeting customers is the
best.
best.
This is like a 2-day party festival of meeting customers.
It's like just a big church conference fellowship coming out our ears. All right, 2 VIP tickets to MCL. So we have 5 winners in this category. So each of these winners gets 2 VIP tickets to the conference. The first one is Beth Vanier at Jackson Free Methodist Church.
Beautiful.
Beth, congrats. You and a spouse or friend. Second is Kathleen Ibarra at Ashley Valley Calvary Chapel.
Nice.
So Kathleen, congrats. Bring you and a spouse or friend. Third is Cameron Pack at Life.Church, which I didn't realize Life Church was a customer, so I'm not sure if this is Life Church, the Life Church,
they are now.
Life Church, another Life Church, but Cameron Pack at Life.Church. Fourth is Annie Wilkley at Trinity Reformed Baptist Church, so congrats, Annie. Fifth and final on this one is Rebecca Holloway at First Christian Church. So
great.
5 winners, 2
Got
tickets.
some Amazon gift cards.
2 tickets to the conference. And the last one, but not least, of course, because everyone loves a good Amazon gift card, 2 winners, $250 to Amazon. James Lewis at Faith Family Church. James, congrats. And Trisha Principal at Estero Church. Don't know where these are located.
I have an auntie named Auntie Trisha.
Congrats, y'all. And go turn on the new giving form. We're gonna pick 5 of you.
$1,000 each.
$1,000 each.
Who approved this?
I don't know. It's all just happening right now. But look, guys, turn on the new giving form. Log into Tithely. Go get it activated. Get it on your website. We're going to pick 5 of you on Monday. That way we can get through the weekend, see some giving coming through it, and you guys are going to benefit anyway. So we just wanted to kind of have some fun. So
absolutely.
Modern church leader.
It's going to be great. Dallas, 21 to 23.
We got some great Pastor Miles, Pastor Levi.
Yeah, no, it's
Nona
gonna be,
Jones, who used to be at Facebook. I mean, we got some
It'll be
amazing,
inspirational.
Yeah, Erwin McManus, Pastor Erwin.
Educational.
Yep.
Which is really one of our big goals. And
Breeze user track, Tithely user track.
Yep.
There'll be some church comms and engagement stuff, so there'll be a lot for you as users of the products.
After this event, we do deep dives. So if you want to sign up for those, if something interested you today and you want to go, man, I want to learn more about those, you'll get emails about that. You can sign up, and we run them for the next kind of week or so, and you'll be able to kind of dive deeper into some of the things we talked about today. And we've got a final video we're going to leave you with before we sign off. What a great day.
It's a great day. Thank you guys for being customers. We appreciate it. We love serving the church. We're techies, so we get to do what we
love to do.
We love to do it.
Awesome. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you in Dallas, hopefully, and we'll leave you with this great story. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Set Tithely apart from the competition.
Fast track you into
Christians have such a power
and have the tools
to change the world.
We've piled our people into this building for the last several years, and we have maxed out every square inch and every square foot that we possibly can.
We knew we needed to purchase land probably 5 or 6 years ago, but didn't actually get to a point where we did something.
We are a very small staff for the size of the church that we are.
We don't have like a finance department. We went from being the new church on the block to the largest church in town in 10 years. We're trying to get to that point where we didn't put a sign on the door and say, hey, we're full. He can't come to church today. My name is Danny Harrell. I'm the lead pastor here at Covenant Park Church. Our church, celebrating 10 years this coming summer, started out with about 35 folks, and now we're running 800 to 900 every week.
We were looking at the expenses that it cost our church to have a digital platform for offering.
Another platform that we used, it wasn't as simple to use as Tithely. For us, it was huge for Tithely when we looked at just the rates. It was going to save us a lot of money in the per giving transactional fee.
So if you're here Sunday morning, we have a moment in the service where we recognize the offering, and we have the physical in the room options, and then we have a church app and website that links you to Tithely, and you can sign into our church website or onto our church app, and it will link you to that platform, and you can make your offering just that way right from your phone.
It's just a big give button right at the bottom of the app. They push a button, it opens it up, and within about 5 seconds they can give reoccurring or give one-time gifts.
Tithely provides the church member the option to cover their own fees, which is a small addition to each offering, but it takes that cost out of the equation so that every penny is able to go to the kingdom and the mission that we're focusing on as a ministry.
A vast majority of our giving comes through the online platform.
When we switched to Tithely, with how easy it is to give, online giving went drastically up.
Found 16 acres right up the road. Total cost $777,000. We just laid it out before the church. Say, hey guys, look, we really believe this is the Lord leading us in this direction. Here's the vision. We actually pushed the Tithely giving app for people to go and download, use. Went from zero in the account to paying it in full. And I think it was 8 months, 9 months, like just paid the whole thing off. So for us to be able to have a platform to use on day one was very, very helpful.
When we made the transition into Tithely, we knew that Breeze was an option on the back end of that for our church management system.
All the giving information that comes through Tithely pushes over to Breeze, so we're able to see how much someone has given in the Breeze account when they've given through Tithely through the app.
And it's helped us to streamline our efforts in organizing all of the funds that come in and budgeting and just organizing those accounts. So from the bookkeeper side of things, we have a very clear picture of where money's coming from and where it's going to and how it's getting to us. It saves us time and energy, and it makes it clearer for everybody.
Most of our Breeze use comes from the directory side, where we can keep up with all the people in our congregation. With our group leaders and Bible study leaders, they have access to be able to take attendance of their groups. Our ministers and our staff also use the follow-up function so that we can keep up with the congregants and what needs that they may have.
We wanted centralized communication because we were so spread out. We would post an event on Facebook, and then we'd email it, and then we'd make a video and post it.
Having a large congregation means that we have a lot to keep up with. We want to make sure that we don't have anybody falling through the cracks there. We use children's check-in every week, and it's really quick and simple. Families can check in all at once, and they get their stickers printed out for those security reasons. We have a lot of events going on here at our church. Our congregation has the ability to go onto the website or onto the app and register for events there and even pay for their events all in one place.
We went all in. We used the prayer wall feature. We're seeing people push the button that they're committing to pray, and then we have people who are commenting like, we're praying for you. And we also have set up in the back end of the app, whenever someone sends a prayer request, it sends it to our prayer team. So not only are they able to manage and moderate, but they're able to immediately call that person, immediately be in prayer with them. Everything the app offers pretty much we use.
Our hope and vision is to gather our community to make Jesus known. We want to do that well.
So it's our wish to be prevalent in the community in ways that are needed, the physical things that we can do to help our community thrive.
We pray that the Lord would allow us to be effective in reaching the next generation for Jesus Christ. And He's allowed that to happen a lot.
This has been an awesome facility for us to start in that way. But this new property is going to give us an expanded version of that, because we feel like if you can meet physical needs and emotional needs of your own community, that sets the stage for sharing the gospel better than almost any other way.